Hello everyone, welcome to the first ever Guess the Antichess ELO, which will happen with the kind collaboration of RT Ponting. Um, so I'm gonna show 5 games to the audience. I'll just go through the moves, and then the audience will have a couple of minutes to guess the rating, and then we reveal the rating to the audience. And yeah, so let's see who will get the most correct guesses. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for a minute or two until some people join the stream. I hope it will be fun because we have planned to do a lot of those streams with the Guess Anti-Chess ELO. It might be really interesting for the people because we have there are a lot of chess streamers who do that regularly, and yeah, we just thought about the idea of doing that with anti-chess. Um, yeah, all right. So I can see that Sid said hi in the chat. Hello, Sid. Welcome. I'm gonna wait for another minute probably and then just start. Um, yeah. Uh, Once I show the game, of course, when I show the moves, I'm gonna commentate on the moves, and just from my point of view, I would just say which move looks fine, which move is better, and so on. And I'm also gonna create a poll with multiple options. Um, Actually, here I need to fix this because I'm not. I just need to see the winner of the first game. Also, it's black in this case. I need to change that and then just flip the board. Yeah, all right. I guess I should start now, and I hope that while I'm playing the moves, I'm gonna play them in real time. Keep that in mind. So I also don't know the rating, the names, and what moves the players played. So these games will probably be very new to me as well. So yeah, let's start, I guess. So keep in mind that I have to guess Black's rating in this game. It's a 5-minute game and wide open with e3. Then I just a second. I need to switch to anti-chess here. Now flip the board again and just start playing the moves. C3, C5. We have bishop a6, b takes, b4, cb. Then we have bishop a3, here. Then we have queen a5, knight b5, queen d2, ab, queen takes, and then we have bishop takes, c4, bc. Yeah, from what I've seen so far, I don't think either of the sides is really high rated. Uh, yeah, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I mean, White could just win by playing g4, but they played f3, which is really surprising. So we have bishop h3, g takes, and then e5. e5 is a really good move in my opinion. Now we have f4 takes, and now White is losing actually. f4, big mistake by White. Next we have g5 takes, knight f6 takes, bishop g7 takes. Now we have c3, and now we have king promo. Yeah, I mean, this should be winning in a couple of moves for black by just pushing c2, I guess. Yeah, c2 just wins, but this game lasted for 24 more moves, which is like, yeah. So knight c6, king takes, and now we have a5. Black has nothing. Now we have rook b1, good move. b4 and b8 are over controlled by the black's pieces. So this rook was really bad on a1. It doesn't have any good squares, but rook b1 is an exception. So yeah, rook b1 is the best move in this position. Now we have knight b. Really? Knight b4, rook takes, a takes. So black preferred to open the rook. Like everything is just hanging here. What a turnaround. Now we have a3. Oh my god, what is this? Now we have rook a3. Of course, for those of you who watch and are like this, at least decent in you can just see that white doesn't have to push the pawn, but just leave it like that and just let the black rook grab it. Now we have a3, as I said, rook a3, and now king d2. All right. Now knight f3 just wins for white. And now we have king g6. Thank you for the follow, Peanut. Yeah, king g6. I mean, just knight f3 would just win the game for white. And now just, yeah, all the pieces on the h5 will be taken, then the rook can just sack anywhere. But white played king g6. And now we have rook h3, knight h3, fg. And now we have rook e1, king promo. That's fine. Rook promo would be losing to knight g1 and then h4. Now we have knight f2, and now we have h3. b3, h4, g5. b2, g6, king f7 takes. And now we have queen promo. Yeah. And now queen promo, and now king promo by white. King promo is the only promotion for white to stay in the game, but that's actually losing for the king. Now we have king f3. Now the black king just tries to come closer to the white's king. And after king f3 we have king e7. We have king f4. We have king d7, king e4, king e8. We have king e5, king d8. Now we have king f5. Or wait, king d8, king f5. Well, that's weird in my opinion. Queen f1 is the most accurate move here because black has to take control over the f file to prevent the white king from going back to e8. With king f8, black doesn't do anything against going to e8 back. So queen f1 would be the move here. If queen f1, king c8, then king d5, that's totally fine. You just try to squeeze the king in the corner. But black played king f5. Next we have king e8. We have queen b2. King d8, queen b3. Queen b3 just loses to king d7 now, because e6 is double protected by the queen and the black's king. This is just winning for white. Queen e6. But white didn't play that. They played king e8. And now just queen f7, king takes king f6, and black won the game. Alright guys, this was the first game. What do you think about it? Yeah, many turnarounds. Yeah, let me just create a poll so I can start a prediction. Actually, um, there should be you have 2 minutes to guess. You have 2 minutes to guess before I also understand what black's rating is. Keep in mind that you have to guess black's rating, and if for some reason someone missed the beginning of the game, I would just go through it very quickly. So we have a3, c5, bishop a6, ba, b4. I would prefer a5 here. Queen a5 takes, and now bishop d7. A huge blunder by black. Also a4 works out, but white went c4, bc, and now f3. Again, g4 was a huge turn, the winning move for white. And now after e5, which is a very good move for black, white decided to go f4, which is a huge blunder and the losing move. One of the losing moves here for white. Now we have series of giveaways by black, but now here they had to go for c2 and then c1 to make the rook grabbing all the black's piece and make it a losing cannon. But with knight c6 now black achieved nothing. Rook b1, very solid move by white. And now knight b4, absolute blunder by black. White didn't have to push a3. Now king g6, huge mistake by white. Of course, rook h3 first, not fg. Not fg because still knight f3 would be winning for white. Now I explained that black had to go queen f1. Now king d7 was winning, but white decided to go king 8, and now queen f7 and king f6. And that's it. Alright, let's see if someone voted, because I'm not really sure how I can see the prediction now. Just a second. Yeah, I guess I can also see it here, but I'm not sure how to see who voted and who not. Manage prediction. Yeah, all right. So we have almost 1800 brain cells for 16 to 1800 by sit. We have 20 brain cells voted between 14 and 1600 by Get Real LMAO, and we have 100 brain cells voted for 1000 and 1200 by Evio, and I would also go for 1000 to 1200. That's also my goal. That's also my prediction for this game. Yeah, actually 2 people voted for 16 to 1800, but I think it's much lower than that. All right. Now I believe it's RTPs. time to say what black's rating is. Um, yeah. Uh, all right, guys. You can see in the chat that RTP wrote that black's rating is 1304. So it's between 1200 and 1400. So no one guessed it correctly. And since this is the case, I would just delete the poll so no one loses any points. Yeah, nobody voted for 12 to 1400. All right. All right. So that was the first game, guys. Let's proceed with the second one. This time we have a lot shorter game, I think. Just a second, let me open the image. Yeah, again we have to guess black's rating. It's 3 minutes. The time control is 3 minutes. It's a blitz game, and white opened with h3. We have d6 by black. Now we have e3. We have bishop takes. We have rook takes. Now we have b5. Bishop takes. Now we have h5. Takes, takes. Queen takes. And now we have knight c6. Bishop takes. We have queen b8. We have bishop e8, queen b2. And now we have bishop b2. Really? Wow. Yeah, actually bishop b2 is fine, but now we have queen f7, which is strange because white had to go for bishop g7 first. And after bishop g7, queen f7, bishop a1, we have queen g8, which is just winning for white. But white played queen f7. Next we have e6. Very interesting. We have bishop g7, bishop g7. Now we have queen e6, of course. Now e4 should be pushed and white wins on the spot. Yeah, we have it. Then we have a4, which completely turns the game around. After rook a4, now black is winning. We have bishop f8, rook a7, bishop e7, rook c7, knight f6, rook e7, knight d7, rook d7, d5, rook takes, and black won the game. So I'll go through it once more. I wouldn't go for e3 here, to be honest. Here, queen b8. I don't like it. I would go for queen d7 probably. But queen b8 just wins the game for white at this point. I showed bishop g7, but queen f7 is actually still fine. Still fine for white. There are just a lot of threats. Potentially also queen g8 if black takes bishop g7 at some point, and eventually the black's rook will be opened up. But now we have queen e6, rook a6, e4, and now the fatal mistake by white playing a4. They oversaw the rook being able to take the pawn on the fourth rank. And now it's pretty easy for black to win the game. All right, guys, I'm gonna start the prediction again. Um, oh, I should have saved all the options, but at least it allows me to get them automatically. Yeah, something happened for a second. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna start the prediction again. Oh, actually, I didn't. I didn't change the time for you to be able to vote. It's only 30 seconds, so make sure to give your vote fast. We have one vote for 12 to 1400. Ivail has voted 30 brain cells for 12 to 1400, and we have 14 to 1600 with 40 brain cells by Sid. Yeah, I think the prediction is over. So yeah, let's understand what black's rating is. All right, black's rating is 1875. Oh my god. Wow. I'm really curious to understand white's rating though, because they before queen b8 I would take black there, but after queen b8 I would take uh white, but after a4 it was just a fatal blunder from white. White's rating was 1650. All right, no one managed to guess it correctly again. So yeah, I have to delete the prediction again and proceed with the third game. All right. Right. This time we have to guess white's rating. It's a bit of a longer game, 38 moves. The time control is 5 minutes. And white started with e3. We have e6, b4, bishop takes, bishop a6. Then we have knight takes, knight h3. Then we have bishop d2, knight d2, and then c5. Both sides play very well so far. We have knight g5, queen takes. We have queen f3, queen g2. We have queen b7, bishop b7. I don't like that for black, to be honest. Now we have h4. White is white is a strong guy, I would say. White is a strong player. We have queen h1, knight e4. Then we have queen e1, knight c5. We have queen f2, knight a6. Queen c2, bishop a3. Queen e2, rook a2, bishop a6. rook e2, bishop e2. We have h5 here, bishop e7, king e7, e4. Oh, I think I know that game. I think it happened recently. Yeah, it happened like 10 days ago. I think I have watched it, but might be a similar game I have watched. Um, we have a5. Now we have. Oh, yeah. I think I know this game. I think I know this game. Yeah, I know this game. I know this game, guys. After I play the moves, and after your votes, I'm gonna say who the opponents were, who the players were. Wait a sec. Knight f7. Oh, my bad, my bad. Uh, White took knight h8, now h5. We have knight g6. Now we have e5. Bishop c4 here. G4 here, here, g2. G2, knight d2, bishop promo. Knight f1, bishop e3 takes. H4, knight f1, h3. Knight g3, h2. Knight a2, bishop. Knight c3. And now knight h6. And now knight a4 and white won. Otherwise, black was winning. Alright, guys. I definitely think both players are above 2000, and I would go for between 2000 and 22,000 or 2200. That's really annoying that I have to do that every time. But I think there is an option where I can just save the poll for the next time. All right. Let's start the prediction. Just let me know if you think that I should go through the game once more, but I'm gonna do it regardless. I need my charger. Just a second. All right. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think white is Muat in this game. If I'm not mistaken. No, wait a sec. Sorry. Yeah, so knight took on h8. Yeah, alright guys, that's the game. But I'm pretty sure white is Muat in this game. Viewers in your region can only predict without using any brain cells. I have no idea what this means. Yeah, I know about this case. Any idea how to do a poll without the brain cell thing? I think you can just you can just write your prediction in the chat. But about the case where you can vote by betting any brain cells, I think there are certain countries where you can still vote, but you can bet zero points. So I guess you can just bet by writing in the chat as well, Peanut. Yeah, I think the voting time has passed, so it's time to understand White's rating. But I'm pretty convinced it was Miwat who played that game with White. Yeah, it's time to understand White's rating. White is not Miwat. Well, then I'm mistaken. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I have watched that game. Yeah, somehow White is 21-36. Yeah, I remember when I watched that game, I saw that it was like in the 2100s. White is 21-36. Black is 23-21. Wow. But I really watched that game. I really watched that game. Who was White, if I may ask, if it's not me, what? Actually, is Black USP? Is Black USP, if I'm not mistaken? Probably from that 5+0 hourly. Alright guys, let's proceed with the next game. We have to guess Black's rating this time. Oh, I see the opening. I think I know who Black might be, but let's start. Black is Akbaranar. Oh, alright. Alright. Alright, let's start e3, e5. This is Black's response against e3. We have bishop a6, ba. Then we have b4, bishop b4, queen f3. Bishop d2, queen a8. Alright, so white goes for the Watkins refutation. Bishop e1. We have queen a7. Bishop f2. Queen b8. Rook G, bishop g1, rook g1. We have e4. Then we have queen c7, c4, queen takes. I don't like c4 here, to be honest. Now it allows Black to threaten c1 and e2, which are both protected. We have knight c3, queen c3. Oh, we have queen a1 actually. Oh, we have that on the board. Wow. Wow. Yeah, now just Black wins the game. Oh, we have king e7 here. Oh my god, d6. d6 just wins. Wow. d6 wins by king f8. And now this. Oh, wait a sec. Yeah, knight e7 here. And that's how Black can win. But as I said, Black played king e7, and now white is totally fine. Still worse because this rook has to hide behind the pawns, and black has a lot of pieces. So yeah, in this case, in this open position, white is much worse because of the rook not being able to move on a good square. Next we have g4, and now we have f5. What is this? What is this? Wow. Now we have h4. Totally unnecessary. Just a4, knight a3, rook f1, knight f1, a5, and white wins the game. Wow, this is definitely, yeah. So white played very well up to the point around here, I think, and then just, yeah, actually let me just yeah, so king 7 here, but white didn't play a4, they played h4, and now after knight h4, black is totally fine after having a completely losing position. Now h5, a5, g5, rook a2, but now knight g2. Let's see if black played it. Yeah, we have it on the board. Rook g2, h4, rook g5, d5 takes, and now I guess either rook h5 or bishop f5. We have bishop f5, rook f5, rook h5, and black won the game. Alright guys, that's definitely under 2000, definitely under 2000. Yeah, actually the previous poll no one guessed it again, so I have to delete it and start a new one. We have black's rating this time. Alright, you have 1 minute to vote. And yeah, let me just go through the game once more, if someone missed it. Yeah, actually that's perfect play by white so far, but I don't like e4 here. I would rather go for c5. Trying to play against this knight and also hide my queen. With queen c5, the queen is... with queen c7, the queen is really vulnerable. But now I don't like c4. And now black missed d6. Now black is winning, of course, but they missed d6. And they played king e7 instead. Which is still fine, still much better for black, but as you saw, they played f5 here. And now, as I showed, white had to play a4 in order to win the game, but they played h4 instead, which allows the knight to have two captures. And of course, after knight h4, white isn't prepared enough to continue with giving away the pieces. So now after a4, actually white is much worse here because they don't have a proper square for the rook. The pawns are blocked. Yeah, and they just lose the game. All right. Yeah, actually, I was really, really wondering if white was Miwat or you RTP in the previous game. For at first I was really thinking that it was you, and I actually thought it was one of your games against Ugly Sweet. But then after I saw the ending, I think I saw a very similar game of Miwat. That's why I said that I think it was him. All right, guys. You have voted. Um, Yeah, both sides yeah, played well up to some point, and then there were many turnarounds, and Black eventually won the game. So my guess is, I don't know, no more than 1900 for either side. Yeah, so the voting time has passed. Let's find out what the rating is. Yeah, actually, what do you think about the stream so far? Do you find it entertaining or is it boring? Yeah, I would love to understand your feedback. No one will guess this. Wow. Wow, that's actually more intriguing than I thought it was. It is pretty entertaining. Great, thank you for the feedback. Black is 728. What? Wow. White is 2048. Oh my god. Would you believe it, guys? 701 against 2000. Wow. Wow. Actually, I write in the chat. Might might white be Miwat? I think it's U pawn against Gimpy. I don't know. They usually play a lot because Gimpy is teaching U pawn or Selby. Black is a real account and unbanned. Alright guys, yeah, I think no one guessed it again. Yeah. Yeah, actually you would guess it right if we had to guess White's rating, but in this case we had to guess Black's rating. White is Milat. What? Wow. Wow. Alright. Let's show the last game for this part. There's gonna be a second part of Guess the Antichess ELO, guys. Alright. Weekly anti-chess team battle. Alright, we have to guess Black's rating, and I think I know at least one of the sides. But I'm gonna review it right after I play the moves, of course. So we have e3, c5, the Polish defense again, bishop a6, knight takes b4 here, knight a3 here, queen c7. Then we have bishop e7, rook 8, queen h2, rook h2, bishop e7, here, queen f3, and then b6. We have queen f7, king f7. We have rook to d1, and we have bishop g5. I like bishop f6 more, to be honest. But I think I know this game. Guys, I think I know this game. King f1 takes. Knight e7, knight e2. Knight g6, knight f4 takes. I guess g5, let me see. No, we have knight c5. Alright, d3 takes. Now we have a5, king f2. We have rook h3, GH, G5, FG. We have King E6, Rook F1, A4. We have G6, A3, G7. No, sorry, we have D5 here. My bad. Now we have B5, D5, King takes King E3. King C6, G7. B4, King D3. King B5, King E4. Yeah, I know this game. I know this game. Rook F8. Here, here. D5 here, King C5 here. Bishop D3, King B4, Bishop B1, King E3 takes, and Black won the game. Alright, guys. Let's do the following. I'm gonna start the prediction. Now set up the options, and after the poll is over and before RTP reveals Black's rating, I'm gonna tell this game, both opponents, even the tournament. I remember everything. But first you have to vote. So let's go through the game once more. We have E3, C5, Bishop A6, Knight takes B4. That's the Morrison defense, actually, called after our dear Mr. Barton Morrison, the AIF president. That's a line he invented, so that's why it's called after him. Here, I remember that White had a mate somewhere, but I don't really remember when. Oh yeah, so White could win by playing G8 promo, Rook F8, King F4, and then H4. But since, alright, I'm not gonna reveal anything more before I'm sure that the poll is over. Alright, guys, so the poll has ended, and in this position White didn't win because they were very low on time, so they couldn't find this mate in 4 for White. And do you know why I know all that stuff? It's because Black was me and White was Yaba when he still had Abyss on Terra. And this game was played in the weekly anti-chess team battle, and I remember it very well, very, very well. I remember it. So yeah, yeah, I think I have nothing more to say. Yeah, Black's rating, it really depends how much rating I had at that time. I played it on Never Play Slow Anti, but I would choose 2400 plus because usually that's the rating I have on this account, but I don't exclude the options. It's one of the games when I had under 2400. Actually, at first when I saw the opening, I knew that it was me with Black, but at first I thought White was Barton Morrison, BWM Tone, our IAF president, because this is what he also plays with white when I'm black. And actually, this is the opening he played against me and won against me in Amsterdam this year. But when I saw somewhere, when I saw this position, I already knew it was Yaba with white and not me. But before that, as I said, I thought it was BWM tone. Um, yeah, the reason is that I usually get a very similar position with black when I also play tone. That's why I initially thought it was him with white. But yeah, somewhere, somewhere here I already knew it was Yava and black was me, of course. Yeah, so RTP said black is 2405 and Yabo is 2375. Wow. I was 2405. And you want to see something, guys? I have the same rating right now on Never Play Fast Anti, which is my other account. What do you think about this? What a coincidence. Alright, guys. Yeah. Mm, let's see the prediction. Mm, yeah, unfortunately, no one guessed it correctly. Yeah, so I have to delete the poll. But yeah, that was very, very entertaining in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, no, I wouldn't say you are bad. It's just it it really seemed a very high level game, and when you usually see such moves, you are very hesitant if it's around 2300 or it's 24 plus, you know. So yeah, it makes sense. It's really hard to guess it correctly. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. Those were the 5 games which RTP sent to me. I have also prepared 5 games, but I'm not gonna review them this time. I'm gonna do that some other time. So we will have part 2 of Guess the Anti-Chess ELO, guys. I hope you really, really enjoyed it. Please make sure to give your feedback. It's highly appreciated. Um, but I think it's um, well, actually, when it's RTP stream, he has decided not to stream that, but rather record it. Um, or yeah, actually, RTP just let me know if you have decided something else. But I thought you were recording this, or actually, no, actually not. I think you're only watching my stream right now. You aren't recording. Um, but yeah, all right, guys. We're definitely going to have a second part of Guess the Anti-Chess EO. Thanks, Prisov. That was fun. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thank you very much as well for um, spending time going through some games. Deciding what to show, and of course what to give me. I tried to, yeah, explain all the bad moves, all the good moves, make some extra comments on the game overall. Nice stream. Thank you very much, Mento. So yeah, we are definitely going to have a second part. Then I'm gonna show my games I have chosen. Yeah, what else? Yeah, if just to show you something or just go through one of the games, just let me know. Otherwise, I have to go now. It's been almost an hour since I started the stream, and it's also getting late for RTP, so I don't want to prolong it anymore. Um, but I really need to find some time when I can do the second part. I will I'll also discuss it with RTP because I want him to take part, to be part of the stream. But with the time difference, it might be a bit difficult. But yeah, of course, I don't have any any objections to stream it late in the night when it's morning for him. It's totally fine for me. Um, but yeah, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If it's like that, just make sure to also share your opinion on Discord. Let me know if you think how I can improve, what I can make better for the next time. I'm gonna also most likely upload it on YouTube, and then I'm gonna share the link on Discord so you can also watch it from there. So yeah, all right, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and see you very soon. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you soon. Bye. Take care.